Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of Tarot in Love, Consulting the Cards and Matters of the Heart, which is available now from Llewellyn Books and is available online wherever books are sold. And today we're going to go into what the Knight of Swords could possibly mean in a love reading. I'm going to go into the upright and reverse meaning of this card. So if you're here for the reverse meaning, you can quickly use the timestamp at the bottom of the screen to get to the pertinent information that you're looking for. So, the Knight of Swords upright, what does he mean? Well, sometimes the Knight of Swords can represent a person, and sometimes he can represent a situation, like all court cards. When the Knight of Swords represents a person, he represents an individual who is dashing, exciting, who might move really fast and might sweep you off your feet. Knight of Swords is also someone who's really intense. And whatever the Knight of Swords places his intention on, he's placing 110% of his energy toward that thing that he's trying to attain. So if that's a person, he's going to be calling them all the time and he's going to be really obsessed about them. However, the Knight of Swords is also rather fickle. Like all knights, he's on a horse. And this can represent a coming and going energy, someone who's sort of in the picture one moment and then out of the picture the next. The Knight of Swords is also very ambitious. You can see him racing ahead here on his horse in the pursuit of his goal. And so he can represent a partner who is really focused on something that they're trying to achieve. They're really going to be stressed about this thing. They're really going to push hard for it. And this is a good quality because it will lead to success, but there is sometimes a ruthless quality to the Knight of Swords. He doesn't always pay attention to the feelings of others as he pursues his own goal. And so there is sometimes a self centered quality to this card. And although the Knight of Swords isn't necessarily evil or nefarious in any way, he can be somebody who isn't always considerate or thoughtful. And so he can act abruptly. When he represents a situation, as we can see, he's racing ahead on his horse, it can represent a love situation that's moving very quickly. Sometimes this card will tell you to tap the brakes a little bit before you lose your head or before you don't really know where things are heading and you start to lose control of your own bearings. The Knight of Swords can also just represent a time in your life that really feels active. It might be a time when it's time to really focus on your own ambitions or the things that you're really trying to get to grow, and that might inadvertently lead to love in some way. When the Knight of Swords comes up reversed, he can represent somebody with a sharp tongue, somebody who is also impractical in some way, and sometimes gets these mental hangups that are a little bit more defensive. The Knight of Swords reverse can also represent somebody who isn't really being realistic. And that on again, off again quality of the upright Knight of Swords is just intensified when he's reversed. He can represent somebody who's full on interested, excited, completely focused on you, and then ghosts you the next. So the Knight of Swords reverse can represent somebody who isn't consistent and is also very much interested in maintaining his absolute freedom and power to follow his own goal, his own ambition, even if that does mean that someone else's feelings are hurt. The Knight of Swords, upright or reversed, is also a master at compartmentalizing. So he can take a loving connection or something that was really lovely at one time that he felt very intensely about. And then, if something else is in his purview that he's focused on, he can put that old memory in a lockbox in his mind, in the back closet, under the third shelf, under a bunch of clothes, and not even think about it again. So the Knight of Swords has an uncanny ability to detach from his emotions, which can sometimes be a bit chilling. Whenever the Knight of Swords comes up, upright or reversed, he's telling you to slow down, to breathe, and to look at what's really happening before getting caught up in the drama. To read a lot more about the Knight of Swords and what he might mean in your particular relationship situation, do check out Tarot in Love. In it, I go into what the Knight of Swords might be teaching you personally, what this card means for intimacy, and what this might mean for a long term relationship or someone you just met. If you did find this video useful, please do like, share, subscribe.